Chapter 31. My Last Home. One day during the summer, the groom cleaned and dressed me with such care that I thought something was about to happen. Willie seemed anxious, yet happy. They hitched me to a buggy, and we rode to a pretty house with a lawn and shrubbery at the front. "If the ladies take to him," he said, the farmer, "he'll get a good home." Willie went up to the door and rang the bell. He asked if Miss Bloomfield or Miss Ellen were at home. They were. So while Willie stayed with me, Mr. Thoreau went into the house. In a few minutes, he returned with 3 ladies. They all looked at me and asked questions. One looked at my knees and asked if I would fall down again. That, she said, would give her a terrible fright. "Many horses have their knees injured by careless drivers," answered the farmer. "From what I see of this horse, his injury was no fault of his own. If you want, you can just try him for a while. Your coachman can see what he thinks of him." "You have always been such a good adviser to us about our horses," said the lady, "that your recommendation means a lot. We will try him." The next day, a young man came to Farmer Thoreau's place to take me to my new home. When this young man saw my knees, he looked displeased. "I would not have thought that you would recommend such a horse to the ladies," he said. "You are only taking him on trial," the farmer answered. "If he is not as safe as any horse you have ever drove, then send him back." I was taken home, placed in a stable, fed, and left to myself. The next day my groom came in. While he was cleaning me, he noticed my white markings. "That is just like the star the Black Beauty had," he said aloud. "This horse is about the same height, too. I wonder where Black Beauty is now." As he continued to brush, he noticed more things about me that seemed familiar. "He has one white foot and that little patch of white hair in the middle of his forehead. The one that John used to call Beauty's three-penny bit. This must be Black Beauty. Why, Beauty, do you know me? I'm Joe Green, the one who almost caused your death." He began patting me and patting me. He was so overjoyed. I could not say that I remembered him at once. He was all grown up now. But when I remembered him, I nudged him with my nose and neighed. I never saw a man so pleased. "Give you a fair trial," they said. "I wonder who it was that broke your knees. You must have been badly treated. Well, I see it is that you have a good life here, old friend." In the afternoons, Joe told the 3 sisters that he was sure I was Squire Gordon's old Black Beauty. One said she would be sure to write to Miss Gordon and tell her after this. I was driven every day for a week or so, and the sisters were very pleased with me. They decided to keep me and call me by my old name. I have a real home now, for the ladies had promised that I shall never be sold. My work is pleasant, and Joe is the best and kindest of grooms. I see Willie all the time and receive lots of friendly pats from the people who work for the sisters. My troubles are finally over. I now feel as good as I did when I was young, when I stood with my friends under the apple trees at Birchwick. The end.